Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm excited to share with you a powerful tool for managing your finances better, my custom Airtable template for cash budgeting using the 50-30-20 rule. This template is perfect for anyone looking to organize their spending, saving, and investing efficiently. The first thing you'll need to do is go to the Airtable website and create an account. It's very simple. You'll only need an email address to do it, so I'll not take up too much of your time. Setting it up is very easy. Once you have an account, you can either use Airtable on your browser or you can download the app and use it on your computer. By the way, they do have an app for use on either Mac or Android smartphone. Let's jump right in. This Airtable template is divided into 4 main tables that help you track your budget in a simple, clear, and effective way. In the first table, we have explained exactly what the 50-30-20 rule is all about. That is, dividing your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. With this template, you'll have a streamlined system to manage these categories. All this can be found in Table 1 of the template, which also briefly explains what's going on in the other tables. The second table on this template is the expense items table. This table has 6 columns, or as Airtable calls them, fields. Out of these fields or columns, one will only need to fill in data in the rows or records for 2. You need to fill in data for the expense item name column and select the appropriate category for the category column. You may want to fill in some notes in the notes column, but this is absolutely up to you. The other columns, that is, budget total and actual total, are not filled in and are automatically filled in once you enter some data in the other tables, but we'll get to that in a short while. Please add all the possible expense items in your life and categorize them into one of the 3 categories based on the 50-30-20 rule. That is pretty much what you need to do in this table. You may select the View category on the left of your screen to see summary of expense items per category, including the totals, which I told you will be automatically calculated by pulling data from the other tables we're just about to get into. Next up is the monthly budget table. This has 6 columns or fields. Start by choosing the month in the months field. Then in the expense items column, select the appropriate expense item. This is got from the data you filled up in the expenses items table. In the amount budgeted for field or column, fill in the desired budget allocation for that expense in that particular month. Please feel free to do this for all months in a desired quarter or for the whole year. The first column is the primary field or column, and in this table it's automatically filled up by concatenating data filled up in the month field or column and the data in the expenses items column. The expenses category field or column is automatically filled up by pulling data from the expenses items table. Again, feel free to make any notes in the notes column or field. Note that there are several views in this table to help you get better insights on how you have decided to allocate your hard-earned cash. You can view your budget by month. You can also view your budget by category. And lastly, you can view your budget using the Kanban view. Feel free to explore all the views and decide which one better suits you. Next up is the actual expenses table. This has 8 columns or fields. Start by filling in the date in the date field. Then in the expense item column, select the appropriate expense item. This is got from the data you filled up in the expenses items table. In the actual amount column, fill in actual amount spent for that expense on that particular date. Do this for each day. The first column is the primary field or column, and in this table it's automatically filled up by concatenating data filled up in the actual amount field or column and the data in the date column. This is just to make every row in this column unique. The day of the week and the month fields or columns are automatically filled up by the formula in each respective column. The expenses category is also automatically filled up by pulling data from the expenses items table. Again, feel free to make any notes in the notes column or field. Note that there are several views in this table to help you get better insights on how you have decided to allocate your hard-earned cash. You can view your budget by month. You can also view your budget by category. And lastly, you can view your budget using the Kanban view. In this table, you can even get a calendar view. Feel free to explore all the views and decide which one better suits you. Last but not least, if you click on the extensions on the top right, just next to where Tools button link is located, you can get to view the two charts. One of the charts is a summary of the budget allocations per category as allocated by you. The second chart is the summary of the actual cash spending by you. This will help you compare and see if you are on track or need to make any changes. After filling in the data, you can go back to the expenses items table, and here, as I told you earlier, you can be able to view the total per expense item for both the allocations made in your budget and, of course, for the actual spending. There is also a column or field to see what percentage of your budget allocated per expense item has been spent. To get started with this template, all you need is a free Airtable account. I've included my Gumroad link in the description below, where you can go download the template for a very affordable price and start customizing it to fit your needs. I have also included the link to Airtable to help you get started on using Airtable if you are currently not signed up. Please note that this video is not sponsored by Airtable. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on personal finance, budgeting tips, and productivity hacks. Also, let me know in the comments how you like to budget your money. Are you using the 50-30-20 rule or another method? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy budgeting.